good dog. I promise. I will be a good dog. I really, really will be a good dog. I really promise that. Hello everybody and welcome to Vlogmas Day 7. I cannot believe I'm on day 7. And yes, that was Poppy promising to be a good dog because Poppy has been a very, very naughty dog. Come home and Poppy, who has now disappeared, no, she's still on the radiator. There she is, she'll pop up behind the sewing machine in a minute. Poppy has destroyed the bin. I won't show you the mess she's made. It is an absolute mess. Anyhow, I am waiting for Hannah and we are going to lift in my Christmas tree. It's very exciting. So I'm going to lift it in and put it in its new base that I've bought. And then I'm going to let it sort of flop out because I've got a real Christmas tree. I'll look at the artificial ones every year and think, if I actually spent all that money on an artificial tree, I'd miss my real tree. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. That's why I needed Hannah.
They wasn't a, oh, come down and have dinner with me invitation. It was come and be my camera woman invitation, wasn't it, Mum? It wasn't a come and have dinner. It was a come and be my camera woman invitation.
Right, I think, Hannah, we might just have to stop the camera for a minute.
Bye.
Come on, you! You wanted the rock as well! Right, literally, that is really good. It's too forward. Does that mean I've got to stick my bum in the air?
Yes. I just have mine stuck in the air.
Your turn to dance. Everything's changed. You're all I need. All I need for change. Light flashing to say that it needs more bobbin thread. And here's today's design, all nicely done. Now, I did mention today's flag, as you know, that I did film them yesterday to get ahead of it because I knew I've got a busy 3 days. So I've got 3 days flags filmed. I filmed them yesterday just so that I'd got them and not to stress myself out. It was the only sewing I did yesterday because as lovely as machine embroidery is, it does have its tendency to just do what it wants, not what you want it to do. So I'm just putting my stitch length up to 3.5. As you know, I like to sew on a 3.5 because if there's a problem, what are you laughing at? Poppy. She's laughing at Poppy, not at her mother. Thank goodness. Let me just lift you back. If I sew on a 3.5 and it goes wrong, it's easy to undo. Right. You will talk to me. There we go. So it is easy to undo. So here we go. I don't have the foot pedal on, so it is literally just a question of pressing the go button. This particular flag, again, like the music note one yesterday, has gone very close to the edge, but I'm sure it will be absolutely fine. And I am going to stop it there and cut it off. It would help if I got the scissors out. I have a feeling that this one might have gone a bit too close to the edge as I came down, so we can just take that off. This is what happens when you've had a little bit of wine and you feel a little bit giddy because it's Christmas Eve. But if you're putting your Christmas tree up, you need a little bit of wine, even if it is on a school night. And I can say school night because I work in a school. But everybody seems to call a work night a school night around here at the moment. Right. I've just realised I've still not done the sort of front page and the description for Sunday's vlog, which I'll have to do tonight when I do the one for Monday's vlog. I don't think tonight's is going to be particularly long. I ended up staying in work for longer today because somebody just needed to help cover something, and it was easy for me to cover it just because of the hours that I work. I'm really fortunate in my place of work because my employer, I'm actually employed by the school in the City of York Council. I don't quite know exactly who to say it, but our head teacher is incredibly proactive at the moment towards the safety and the well-being of all of us that work in the school. So as soon as we have finished our day's work, he actually likes us to leave the premises so that we can vacate the premises as quickly as possible. So normally I leave early, but today I helped stay to monitor the hand sanitizer as everybody left the building, to ensure that everybody was able to sanitize their hands. So we're just chopping off the ends here. I will roll those ends when I come to iron it next. I've got this one on its flag, and let's sew it onto the bunting. I'm absolutely blown away by the number of you that have joined to watch me over the past 24 hours between vlogs numbers, since I did vlog number 6 and I actually showed you what the bunting looked like. I think I might have a certain Rachel to thank for that. As you know, those of you that don't know, Rachel and I live very close to each other, and we have become running buddies, which is absolutely lovely, because the whole thing with the sewing community isn't necessarily just that you're sewing friends, it is that you are friends and that you support each other. So it is a question of being there for each other through thick and through thin. Now I can slow this down by hand just by sliding a lever on my machine. So I'm just going to sew this little bit nice and steady. It's going very slowly, it's not moving at all. I know my watch is going off and it's Rachel asking questions about embroidery and downloads and things, so I need to go and answer that query. Hannah is here tonight and she has been really kind and she is cooking my dinner for me. Right, so here you go. Here is, I haven't even walked the dogs tonight because I got home from work so late, but I wanted to even if this vlog is really, really short, and I wanted to put it up because my aim is to try and put the vlog up every single day, and it's called All the Christmas Trees. So with the Christmas tree in the living room, Christmas tree here, and now we have 7 Christmas trees. Here is the new one. You can tell this one's not been ironed and rolled. You know when I say rolled, you know what I mean by that? I mean, I sort of, this is how I was taught, to lick my fingers. Very unhygienic. Sometimes I get a wet cloth and just roll the edges, and then the stitching comes to the top. I'm not an understitcher. You know, when I'm doing collars and things, I'll roll the edges like so. And if you just sort of roll them, going to do it again. Like so, like this. It's not very good video, but you'll get a very sharp edge there. If you just use your feet here, it pulls it tight, and hey presto, there you go, you've got a really tight finish. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and those are the flags done to date. I'm going to turn this off for a minute. I might do some more sewing later, but I've had a, as I say, I've had a lovely day at school today. It's been really, really busy. It's really exciting. I took the 4 and 5 year olds, our first class in school, out into the forest school today. Forest school is learning in a natural environment, and we made a Christmas tree where we had a vertical stick and then lots of horizontal sticks to make our Christmas tree. We had an absolute ball. We all enjoyed ourselves. It was such fun. But I ended up being outside for quite a long time today. I got very cold toes. I'm dressed for my run, and I got home and I was so cold. I just snuggled up in a blanket and had a large cup of tea. Thought, I'm not going anywhere. I then tried to retrieve a parcel from the local post office, which I wasn't able to do because the queues were so long, obviously with social distancing. But we were all having to go into shops in limited numbers. And the post office in the next village, south from here, has just been converted into a delicatessen. Oh my gosh, I just can't wait to get in there. But my parcel wasn't ready, so I decided that I would ring up Postal Services and ask if they'd re-deliver it to school. And it's my KB pattern swap for Christmas parcel from the lovely Crystal in Utah. I know that mine has arrived. Not only did we exchange parcels, we exchanged tracking numbers so we could track our parcels as they were arriving in the country. Right, I shall leave you there for a minute. So I've just come back to halfway through editing today's vlog. I've not done my advent calendar. I'm just going to pull it over. Number 7, I think, will be on this side here. Nope, it's not on that side. I always wonder if I'm going to get one with a door missing. Here it is, number 7. I don't think it's a bit late for coffee tonight. And that, I can tell you now, is Michael and Tristan's absolute favourite. It's not one of my favourites. So, it's always the same. You can always share them. I've dropped it again. So I'm going to sign off for tonight's vlog. Sign off for tonight. I'm going to get an early night. It's a lovely day. So if you're new, welcome aboard. Lovely to meet you. I hope you enjoy my crazy world of widowhood sewing and a bit of running and a bit of dogs and a bit of everything else. Vlog is meant to be a really happy place. I try and keep it really, really positive. There's so many ups and downs in the world at the moment, and we just need to be positive. That's my mantra. It's taken a long time to get to that through my journey through widowhood, but I'm really feeling in a much more comfortable. So the tree is up, the tree is in the living room, and over the week I am going to start to decorate it. The branches will start to fall and then I can put everything on. Usually I rush into it, and this year I thought I'm just going to take my time. So I've just come into the kitchen. I'm going to make myself a cup of tea. I'm going to go through and I'm going to try and edit the vlog. I've had some lovely comments, and somebody even put on that I'm doing really well with the techno stuff, and that made me feel really good. Anyhow, thank you for joining me for Vlogmas Day 7. Who knows what Vlogmas 8's going to bring. I know in advance that tomorrow I've got a very heavy meeting, and then I'm going to go out for a walk, but I will be starting to decorate my tree tomorrow. And I'm making this dog bed. I've just texted Sophie and said, please could you bring me around the actual bed so that I've got a proper mould to it. So all being well, she'll bring me that tomorrow and I can finish that off. Yeah, but everything's fine and dandy. It's just been a very standard sort of a day. So stay safe. Remember, hands, face, space. Let's beat this together. Keep smiling.